What should be done? Well, I can tell you what I'd ultimately like to see. Ultimately, I'd like to see an unregulated banking system, or I should say a market-regulated banking system, a system regulated by market forces and by whatever collective action agencies the banks themselves want to create. In the 19th century, before the Federal Reserve Act, the clearinghouse associations in the major cities played many of the roles that the Fed was designed to take over. In a sense, the Fed nationalized the clearing system. So the private clearinghouse associations had capital standards for their members. Right? You couldn't join unless you had a certain amount of capital because you were taking on the obligation to accept, well, other banks were agreeing to accept your notes and checks, and depending on you to clear at the end of the day, they wanted some assurance that you would be able to clear at the end of the day. So, as Groucho Marx famously said, you wouldn't want to be a member of a club that would have you as a member. He wouldn't want to be a member. There need to be some standards, and so the clearinghouse associations provided solvency standards for banks, but in a way that was in the bank's own interest to agree to. And they're the ones who originated bank examinations, right? So the first bank examiners were sent by clearinghouse associations, not by the federal government. So that kind of regulation is the appropriate kind of regulation.